Oh, shit, don't pop that thing out.
I wasn't. You did.
That sounds rude. Allaby Bedders in bits. Welcome to In Bits with Allaby Bedders from Ideal Noise Studios in London. I'm Matt Allaby.
I'm Bedders.
How you doing, Mark?
I'm high on drugs all the time, and I freaking love it. Show 'em on.
What drugs are you on?
I'm on Valium at the moment, Matt, and strong painkillers.
Why are you eating Valium, Mark?
I've recently been told I've got a thing called sciatica, which I thought only like 50, 60-year-olds get.
Yeah.
But it turns out I've got sciatica.
What happens with that?
So basically, I think it starts off with a bad back, which
Yeah.
I get a lot. You get it too, don't you?
Sure.
You get a bad back all the time, yeah?
Yeah, well, not all the time.
Well, quite a lot.
Quite a bit. That's just from the studio chair, I think.
Well, I get a bad back because I work in an office. I sit down a lot, and I ignored it, and all of a sudden I start getting a pain in my arse.
Yeah. So, so how many... How long have you been on the Valiums?
I don't want to sound like a junkie, but
Right. Is this going to be a problem?
a week and a half?
Right, okay. I think
Yeah.
you're only supposed to take them for 3 days or something.
Yeah. But it is enabling me to go to work and function as a father.
But hang on a minute, because you went to see a physio about this.
Yeah,
So are you doing the exercises?
No.
Right, okay. So you've just been eating the drugs mainly?
Yeah. Yeah. They are nice, though, and it's helping.
They are delicious.
But
you're doing it the American way, then.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just taking the pills and not trying to fix the problem.
Well, I want to fix the problem.
Yeah.
But the problem is daily life, it takes over.
And Valium is delicious.
And Valium is lovely and delicious.
Okay, so it's going to be a great show.
And
then.
it's justifying me being on Valium in an office.
This is the problem.
Yeah.
This is what I mean.
Like, if I forget to do something at work, it's like, oh, Mark's on Valium. It's all right.
Is it getting you through your day?
It's getting me through my day, yeah.
Well, that could also be an issue.
Yeah. I mean, she claims that I need to work on my gluteus maximus.
It's your glutes, isn't it?
My glutes, yeah. So I'm doing gluteus maximus exercises, which involve swirling your legs around a little bit.
Because your glutes are what?
I don't know what you would describe them as. A natural sort of 38-year-old flat man's arse.
Gluteus minimus.
Yeah, gluteus minimus. Exactly. Good name.
Yeah.
That's my new nickname.
Well, it's going to be a hell of a show then. Mark's high on Valium.
Whee.
And we didn't even start drinking it.
No.
Well, I just had a quick sip of Negroni.
Yeah.
But, let's get into the show because we haven't done one I haven't seen you since 1978.
I know.
And, you know what I mean?
May.
We haven't done a podcast for a while is what I'm trying to say.
I know, it's been so long. Sorry, everyone. We've missed you.
It's a bit different. I might sound a bit different because I'm... Ollie, my singer and partner in music, has taken the microphone. So I'm using Chris Hansen's previous guest on the podcast and member of Flip Flop. As lent his microphone, which is... I must say, thanks, Chris. His good one is broken, he said.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's because he didn't want to lend us his good one.
No, I trust Chris.
I do too. I'm only
trust
joking.
Chris.
Yeah, thanks. Shout out to Hansen there for
Big
the mic.
shouts to Crispy Hansen.
Let's get into this and play a tune, shall we?
Do it.
And then
Let's
we'll
do
talk about the summer and Kiss.
Woo! Let's start off with some energy, shall we?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to play a track that's just recently been released on Nano Records on the James Monroe compilation that just came out called...
The James Monroe Collection.
Yes, the James Monroe Collection. About time as well.
That might sound like some sort of luxury men's grooming product range.
The James Monroe Collection.
But it's actually... some great tunes on Nano Records by the man himself.
He has been known to sport the frangipani shirt.
I mean, he's bloody gorgeous.
He's a gorgeous man, isn't he? The big sexy beast.
Yeah.
Well, this track is actually him and Grant Darshan, 4D. It's an absolute beast, and I think it kind of sets the show up properly with energy. The track is called Void by 4D. Take your top off.
Here is a diagram of a box. And over here is Allaby Bedders outside of the box. Isn't that marvellous?
Matthew.
I was trawling around a few weeks ago on the internet.
Yep.
I can't remember exactly why. It was some sort of business music-y thing, and I was trying to find chart positions, overall chart positions. Just because if you miss what chart position a track got to, you'll never find out again where it actually hit. You have to actually view it and log it. There's no way, say, on Beatport to find out what was the highest number you got to, you know? So
what is the highest number you've been to?
1, I think.
Number 1?
Yeah, I think so.
Of course it is.
It was quite a while ago, though.
Nah. Mean Son. We got to number 5 with Mean Son.
Yeah, 4, I think.
4. Yeah. Anyway.
So I found this great website anyway, and it showed you, I think you had to pay to get to the really good services, but basically it shows you all around the world, not just, say, Beatport or iTunes or anything else.
Yeah.
It tells you by country as well what that song hit in the charts.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just scanning through, having a little look, noticed a couple of ones. Number 1.
Number 1. We got number 1 in the country.
So the number 1 was actually one of our tracks. It was Hollywood.
What? We got to number 1.
Number 1, and it was a re-release on Juve Recordings.
Yep.
It was out on Nano originally.
Thank you, John 00 Fleming, for that little boost.
It was number 1.
Number 1, baby. High five.
Can you guess the country?
No.
Guinea-Bissau.
What? Guinea-Bissau.
Now, hang on a minute. I might be ignorant in saying this, but I actually never heard of Guinea-Bissau before.
Let me just look it up. Hold on, 2 seconds.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, it's population of about, I don't know.
I think it looks like
700 people.
It's a small country in West Africa.
Yeah, that's right. I think basically what it is John Fleming's quite big out in Africa.
Yeah.
So his
John Fleming is big in Guinea-Bissau.
Yeah, apparently. Well, it's either that, Bedders, or we're bloody famous out there.
So are you saying we got to number 1 in Guinea-Bissau, or was it number 1 in trance in Guinea-Bissau?
It was number 1 in trance. I think it was number 1 or 3 in dance music, and we were like number 12 overall in all of Guinea-Bissau.
So I kind of like to picture like a nightclub in Guinea-Bissau where...
I think, let's do it. Let's get flights booked. Let's get out there and let's enjoy our newfound fame. All right, let's play a tune then. All
right, mate, cool. So we're going to play a track from our friends at iBogatech. This track is by Boundless.
I'm just going to put the echo on.
It's really warm. Anyway, whilst Matt's putting on the aircon, we'll start the track. This track is entitled Crazy Labs. Take your top off. Actually, Matt's taking his off. It's really hot in
here. When I sit down in front of the wireless with a mug of cocoa or the occasional glass of sherry, I like to listen to Allaby Bedders in bits for the wonderful techno beats and also the mad chitter-chatter. My pussy loves it.
My leg hurts. I'm going to stand up for a second. Hold on.
We've given you your leg sympathy at the beginning of the show, Mark.
I don't care. I have to stand up. It really hurts.
Right, okay, Mark's standing up.
I'm back down again.
Back down. You ready?
I'm ready.
Shall we go?
Go.
Oh, it's the end of summer.
It's not. Don't call it the end of summer.
We've still got a couple more weeks.
It's September.
It's still hot.
Yeah.
Bloody nice.
September's warm.
The end of the summer, last 3 years, I've been going to Moin Festival.
Yes.
Every
Bremen,
year, Germany.
I'm always very envious of you going to that.
Come next year.
I'm going. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Because I tell you what, mate, it gets better and better. I hope they do invite me back. Like, you can never know for sure, but that set, I played a set on the Saturday, wonderful.
But they give you the same slot every year, the peak slot on a Saturday night every year.
It's definitely a peak slot. I don't know if it's the peak slot.
Whatever, but you know.
It's a great slot, and they do. So far, have given it me every year, and I've put all of them out on SoundCloud as well, and they seem to do quite well on SoundCloud. So this one will be coming out on SoundCloud at some point also.
Listen
to that SoundCloud Allaby Music, I think.
Yeah, that's the one.
Thank you. They had a different stage this year, which was new.
Last year was the kind of Blade Runner-y theme, like made-up
unbelievable,
language.
which they brought from Fusion as well. They did the same one at Fusion. So that, I think, was somewhere else this time. The guy that does the sets there now is getting split off into different festivals. He's really good, obviously.
Yeah.
So my mate Patrick, shout out to Patrick. He wasn't there this year.
Big shout out to
big
Pat.
shout out Pat.
Big Pat. Is he big?
He's not that big, same size as me.
Big shout out to Pat.
Little Pat. He's just had a baby as well. Big shout out to
Big shout out to
just had a baby.
Pat's baby.
Love you, baby.
What?
I've never met that baby. I shouldn't say I love you, should I?
Weird.
I love my baby.
Anyway, back to Boy Boy.
Yeah, Boy Boy. Okay, sorry, sidetrack.
Yeah. So the decor this year was
still brilliant, but a different setup.
It looks incredible.
They had
this
like
year.
a look. You looked out, and they had the dance floor there, and then they had like a bridge going across the dance floor, which was great. So you had people just dancing on the bridge.
That must have looked incredible when you were playing.
It sort of looked like a club in a way,
Yeah,
because it had like multi levels to it. And at the end of the set, I got to test out a couple of new Allaby tracks.
Yeah.
And one in particular worked really well, which is very exciting.
Oh my god, yeah!
It's not finished yet, but it's well on the way apparently.
We tested it first at Chrysalid, didn't we? But
we did.
This was the real test.
Well, it was a bigger dance floor. And it was after 3 hours of music. So if you played really good music for 3 hours and then you play one of your own tracks, your bum goes a little bit squeaky.
Yeah, squeaky bum time.
Squeaky bum time, and it worked.
Not just that, but it sounds like it made them go.
It tore the roof off the place.
Yeah,
Mark. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
it was a good time.
Amazing.
Yeah. Instagram. Allaby Music, if you want to see that video. Cheeky plugs. So yeah, after it finished, it's always nice to hang out with Patrick and the boys, whatever. Patrick wasn't there this time, so I was kind of
to make new friends.
Well, yeah, I was kind of wandering around for a bit on my own, half an hour. You know, it's the dark, and I know
first day at school.
Yeah, it's a bit strange like that.
Yeah.
You know, it can be like that if you're going to a place where basically it's. I mean, this is a techno festival at the end of the day. It's not like the trance crew that we all know is going to be there.
Yeah.
So, I know a few people from the crew, great, but it's getting to be, 5,000, 6,000 people now. So you don't know that you're going to find those people.
No.
It's not so easy anymore. So I just wandered around for a bit and I was like, I don't even know if I'm going to find anyone. And to be honest now, Mark, I'm too old to walk around a festival on my own for like 3 hours.
What's your name?
Yeah, exactly.
Where are you from?
I'm not going to do that. So after half an hour, as beautiful as the festival is, I went back to the backstage and I was thinking, well, I might hang out for a bit more here and then go back to the hotel, get an early night, go see my daughter. There's no problems there. You know what I mean? It's not
best intentions.
I'm not missing out on anything.
Allaby, best intentions.
Otherwise, a failure.
Yeah. To wait whilst he drinks his beer there.
Best intentions. But yeah, I met a couple of new people.
Yeah.
A couple of English guy. I'm not going to say his name. Sweet guys. And we went over to my favourite stage, the one at the back where they play all the deep stuff.
Yeah.
And then my new mate tapped me on the shoulder, just went, have a go on this if you want. And this guy had figured out how to put DMT into a vape pen.
What was it, Changa?
No, it's crystal DMT.
What?
But he managed to get it into like PG, VG vape juice.
Yeah.
I think it took him some effort. It wasn't as easy as just shaking the
epic.
bottle.
I love Germany, although he was English.
He was English, of course.
I still love Germany anyway.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, sure, I'll have a little go on that. But, unbelievable, because you're just tooting on this little pen thing.
Yeah.
Which is just like you're having some nicotine or something.
Yeah.
And it's one of the most powerful hallucinations.
But is it like, because
it's like doing good hits off a Changa pipe. But think about the effort of going, you've got to get the Changa, you've got to get the pipe, you've got to stuff it in there, you've got to light it.
Yeah, this is just instant.
You just like
toot away.
There you go, pass it back.
Yeah.
So I had a couple of little goes on it first that just, hit me mildly.
But a bit more colourful. I always find it a bit more cartoony. It's quite cartoony, isn't it?
Then I had a good old
you had a good toot, didn't you?
Once I had a couple of little light ones, and I'll have another one of those. I had a good old toot on that boy.
Lovely.
Oh, boy.
Went full cartoon.
Did that fully
full
hit
Disney.
home, Mark? Yeah, it went very Disney.
I love it when it goes Disney.
If you can imagine, you're on such a beautiful dance floor as well. It's not garish at all.
Yeah.
It's beautifully built.
You feel safe.
It's wood. It feels safe. It's like being in a living room. And there's just big lashes of colour.
Amazing. Amazing.
Oh, boy, did that look good.
Nothing better.
There was nothing better. And I tell you what, me and you, we like to take the piss. That's how we get through life.
Stiff upper lip. We crack on. We take the piss out of things.
Take the piss, mostly each other, to be fair.
Yeah.
But I mean, we are
twat.
dicks. Yeah. But I think also we're nice people and we're lovely lads. And you need it every so often, don't you?
I agree.
Just to remind yourself, it's okay. You're doing fine. Yeah, maybe a bit less of that, bit more of this.
May I interject on your story? And
sure,
I hope you don't mind. The thing I love about that particular drug, not that I, to incriminate me, is that it's far less committal than
5
acid.
minutes.
It's less committal than acid.
That's the only reason I did it.
Acid, You're in it for 8 hours.
Yeah, but
and I instantly regret it. This is 8 minutes, and I can just enjoy it knowing it's going to be over soon.
Yeah,
so
we're not 18 anymore. That's the
Yeah.
thing. So, my age, I know I'm going to get on a plane in 7-8 hours
Yeah, you
time.
can't-
So that is the perfect thing.
Perfect.
It's in a little vape pen.
Yeah.
And it can allow you to question everything about the universe and your life in 5 minutes and then just go back to the hotel.
We've got to get this guy's name in private.
He's going to make me one.
He's going to make you one. Right, we're doing that.
I didn't
we're
say
not
that.
doing
We'll
it.
cut
We're not
that
doing
out.
it.
But yeah, it was wonderful. Anyway, I think it's important to get, you kids out there, you're getting psychedelic every week.
Yeah, you
And God bless you.
crazy kids, you.
We may have been there at one point as well, but right now, just
Definitely
once
were.
every year or two, just to
Yeah.
get that kind of
Well, I used to do it.
insight.
I used to do it all the time, and you learn from your mistakes. I just can't do it anymore. But that sounds absolutely perfect. And
brilliant. And-
Moin sounded amazing.
And you know what?
Yeah.
After that, 5-10 minutes later, I was thinking, I'd quite like to go for another one of those. But I was like, no, don't get greedy.
Yeah. No,
I've
enjoy
achieved
that.
everything.
Enjoy it.
And there's no point trying to chase that moment. I learned everything I needed to learn for now.
Yeah.
Met these wonderful people, hung
Yeah.
out for an hour. I'm going back to the hotel.
And you just think, I've
getting
got
some
to
sleep.
respect Bedders more.
What?
What?
Yeah, I did. For a minute there, I thought, I love Bedders.
Yeah. Yeah, you did message me when you got back from to the hotel.
I always do that, though,
yeah,
don't
you
I?
do. Yeah, 2 years ago,
Well,
you
I do
broke
love
an
you,
ashtray.
Bedders.
I know you love me. Love you too.
But anyway, I'll wrap this story off really quick. Now, there's nothing that can snap you out of some sort of spiritual feeling more than a flight delay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You
yeah.
think, I'm going to carry this through, this feeling, into the next
I'm
week.
going to go home to
I'm
my
make
daughter.
some changes, go home to my daughter,
give her a cuddle.
make some music because I'm feeling inspired.
Be the best husband
that
or
flight
fiancé
delay,
ever.
mate, was almost enough
Reverse
to
everything.
immediately reverse
Yeah, I hate
everything.
life.
Now, I was actually thinking at the time, no, don't freak out. It's okay. It's just a flight delay.
How long was the delay before?
It wasn't that bad, but the problem is I've got a connection in Frankfurt.
Yeah.
So I know maybe I'm going to miss my connection
Yeah.
now. So the wheel starts spinning.
Yeah.
So anyway, I get to Frankfurt. Flight is leaving in 5 minutes. It's a 20-minute walk to get to the other terminal.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm running.
Yeah.
Ran all the way, got through security, was panting. I've probably got minutes to get to the flight. Pat my back pockets. I lost my phone.
No. Oh no.
Somewhere in between Terminal A and Frankfurt and
And
Terminal
you
B
knew it
in
was
Frankfurt.
too late to go back.
And I was like, I'm in bloody, I passed security.
Yeah, you gone through.
And now the plane's there, and I'm like, the plane's just leaving. And then my phone's that way. So, I mean, that's it. It was like
no.
instant slap down from
Horrible.
just the highest highs of,
That's awful.
But it's not awful. It's a phone.
Yeah.
But yeah, my phone's still in
Phone's
Frankfurt.
gone, but Moin was amazing, and you had
Moin
an
was
enlightening
amazing.
moment.
And if it was I don't know about enlightenment, but it was certainly a welcome.
Well, next
break
year
from
I'm
reality.
coming with you. I'm definitely coming with you.
Come
as
with me,
your
bro.
guest, man.
It's
I'm
bloody
I'm
bro.
doing
I
it.
just called you bro like I'm a surfer.
Hey, bro.
Man, that
gnarly.
DMT really did hit me.
Yeah, but I can't do.
Let's
Surfer talk.
Let's play a tune before I start turning into.
Let's do it. So you're going to play a big one from Moin
I'm going
then?
to play a big one from the set. This was mid-set. Like I say, it'll be out. I'll put this set out on SoundCloud at some point in the next couple of months.
Yeah.
Follow us in bits with Allaby Bedders and Allaby Music if you want to know when that gets released.
Yes.
This is a massive tune from the middle of the set by Tupole, and I believe it's called Lethargy.
Lethargy, spelt weirdly.
Have a listen to this.
Hey guys, me again. I'm just doing my latest official photo shoot. I'm in Berlin. I'm on some abandoned railway tracks at the moment, surrounded by cool-looking warehouses with people in black t-shirts everywhere. Gotta level with you, it's quite scary around here. My publicist says it's totes safe. Yeah, that graffiti over there's pretty...
Oh, summer.
Oh, in the summertime when the weather is something
Hot.
Summer's almost over, Matt. Sadly,
It's still bloody barbecue weather, though.
it is
isn't
barbecue weather, and September obviously
We've had a couple of good ones.
Usually, sort of lasts into mid-September at least, and then we.
We don't have our barbecue sound effects.
No,
We're letting the production
last year, I know,
slide.
last year we had the barbecue sound effects.
We had all sorts going on last year.
It was kind of, you know.
Now you get 3 podcasts a year and no sound effects.
Yeah.
Some bloody great new jingles, though. Make sure you listen.
Oh, yeah.
At the end of every track, if you skip through the music or you skip through us and just listen to the music, at the end of every track, usually, there is a bloody great jingle
There's
from
a
Mark.
jingle.
Well, we write them together, but Mark's excellent in them always. And
Thanks, mate.
there's some good ones, I think. We've got some brand new ones.
And if you haven't done that before, maybe skip through the old ones.
Find them all.
Back to summer.
Yeah.
So obviously over the summer we've had a good time, haven't we? You've had a good summer.
I had a great summer.
Yeah. Nice sunny weather. Hasn't been as hot as last summer though. I went to Barcelona with my kid again.
Yay.
Loved it. Brilliant. Best time ever. Staying with mates, barbecue, pool,
Nice.
dogs, all that stuff. Everyone had Azora.
Yeah.
As usual, I had sort of slight FOMO seeing the videos coming from there. Noisily.
Yep.
You and I played at Chrysalid, which we had a great time at.
Yeah, we did have a great time.
Yeah.
They keep putting the name backwards, Mark.
Yeah, I know they do. Yeah, I know they do. And it's
What's our name?
It's Allaby Bedders.
Why does it keep saying Bedders and Allaby on the?
I think, if I'm honest, I don't know whether they're doing it as a wind up to you to wind you up as a joke.
Of course they are.
I don't know. I
Of
think
course
it's.
they are. Look, I love those boys. I don't even.
Yeah.
I don't care that much.
Chrysalid are like my.
But if you
they're
get
my
it,
family. So
if you're gonna get it, I mean,
they're not my actual family.
It's not Cola Coca, is it, Mark?
No.
It's Coca-Cola.
No,
It's not Becker's and D-Docs.
No, it's Allaby and Bedders.
It's Allaby
yeah.
and Bedders.
Yeah.
Come on, get it right, lads.
Yeah.
It's a marketing thing. It's not an ego thing. It's a marketing.
It is a marketing
It's the name
thing.
of an act.
It is.
We release tracks under that name.
But Chrysalid is, for me, the antithesis of like the English underground
I know, that's why I don't give a
psychedelic.
shit. It's good fun.
and it's honoured to play there every year. Anyway, I wanted to talk about a particular festival, Matt, with sort of true sort of psychedelic trance in mind. And that's Modem. You heard of Modem?
I have heard of it, and yeah, while I was at one of the set guys from Moin Moin, who are very talented people, showed me a video, and you did as well.
Yeah,
you showed me a video from there, and the
videos,
the production there looks stunning.
Modem is the true psychedelic trance festival. If you're the hardcore,
have you been?
I've never been. How
can you make that statement?
I just know. I know it. I just know it. I just know it.
I've seen it on YouTube.
No, but I just know it. I just know it. And I've got loads of friends who go. I've heard all about it. Like some of my best, like Nico goes. My best mate goes there every year.
You sound like the internet, Mark.
Yeah,
I just know this from my core.
Know.
Have you ever done it? No, but I definitely know.
Okay, fuck you, Matt.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, Modem. For me, it looks like it's the true sort of psychedelic festival, like proper trance.
Yeah, that's great.
No jazz hands. Yeah.
That's what we're all about, right?
Insane decor. Like, I don't know if any of you've seen the decorations, from that.
They've seen it. They've all been, Mark.
They've all been, as opposed to me. Yeah, I'm going next year. All right, fuck you.
They're all listening now. Going,
Okay.
yeah, we've been, mate.
All right. Well, anyway, the thing that I've heard about, not seen, that I like. Is their philosophy on the DJ booth.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
So they've got this huge. You've seen the video?
Yeah.
This huge, beautiful sort of wooden sort of structure where they have sort of mapping, visual mapping on, and it's super trippy, right in the middle of the forest, and hidden away on the left hand side and the right hand side in little mini caves are the DJ booths.
Yeah.
So the whole experience is not about worshipping this.
It's clever, that.
This sort of man with his hands up in the air.
Yeah.
It is about the true sort of psychedelic experience.
Yeah, it is.
And it brings it back to the source, a return to the source, if you will.
Right. I mean, it's clever, that. And I've got two things to say about that. One, that is very clever, and I'm totally supportive of it. And for that particular kind of party, that's perfect. And what it also makes you do as a DJ or a producer, if you're aware of that will affect your musical choices.
Well, in what respect? Why do you think that is?
Because in terms of what you're preparing for that, it's not about show. So you're not going to be choosing showy tracks.
No.
It's all going to be about cerebral.
I think the point of that festival is very much you are not booked if you are that type of DJ or artist.
Well, that's fine. I mean, you can't be, obviously.
Yeah.
Because it's not going to work.
No.
The other thing I've got to say about it is there's nothing wrong with the other way of doing it either.
No.
It's just a different type of party.
No, but I just thought that was a very interesting and way of doing it, and one that I really liked. I've promised Nico, my flatmate, that I'm going to be going out there with him next year, so I can actually say I've been.
Yeah.
You know, lots of people were out there in full force this year. All the Wild Things crew, Hyper Geo on the Swamp stage, which looked insane.
Boy Geo was out there.
Hyper Geo, not boy, not our friend Geo. Hi
right.
Geo, we love you. Hyper Geo.
Oh, I'm not interested then.
EVP, who has a new album out at the moment on Wild Things, so get yourself onto their garage band and listen to that. That's wicked. This track that I've chosen, I guess, as a result of talking about this particular festival, is by Headworks. Pretty much one of my favourite sort of full-on psytrance artists. Okay. I know this is going to make Matt very scared. He's going to hide in the corner. This track is called Life of Kai, recently out on Wild Things. Just fucking take your top off and go mental. Enjoy. Allaby Bedders.
Let's turn the aircon off, Mark. It's going to be loud for the listeners.
Yeah. Is it humming?
Oh, there we go.
Oh, that's better. You all right?
Very good, yeah.
I feel I was a little bit serious in the last link.
No, you were passionate.
I was passionate, but you did point out that there was no humour whatsoever.
I didn't point that out. You pointed that out.
Well, I realised I was humourless in that last.
No, it's okay. I took the piss out of you.
That last thing about Modem, but I just think it sounds so fucking cool. I got a bit carried away.
I don't think you need to explain this.
No,
Mark. You've sounded passionate about something.
I hope you liked Headworks and rocked out washing the dishes or hoovering or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah. James Hatfield, killing bears.
Have you been seeing all this stuff in the news about cassette tapes coming back? It's the fastest.
No, I really haven't.
You not?
No, I genuinely haven't.
Right. Okay. No. It's the fastest riding.
Brexit's the only thing I've seen.
Yeah, that's true. And I haven't been keeping tabs on that at all. I didn't realise Boris Johnson was our Prime Minister until 2 weeks after he'd actually signed in.
He's not really. He's not a real person.
Okay.
He's just ludicrous.
He's just a ludicrous character.
He's just someone who ran a festival.
He's just a cartoon.
He's an Etonian who ran a trance festival.
Should we just ignore him until he goes away?
Yeah, okay. Exactly. Yeah. Go on.
Yeah, cassette tapes, mate. They're the fastest rising old school medium. You know, they've not outstripped vinyl in sales, but in terms of the rising of how much is being bought.
True, really?
It's absolutely true. And it's all of these, let's face it, very young hipster idiots. That's making this happen.
Of course.
Because
we're in Peckham, which is hipster fucking,
Yeah. But as someone,
Mecca.
But with two people that went through the cassette tape era, let's say.
Yes.
And, they were wonderful. Having a Walkman was the most fantastic thing ever.
I literally yesterday said to my son, I remember buying my first cassette tape and having it on a Walkman, and he said, "What's a cassette?"
Yeah.
Literally yesterday.
Well, he'll know all about it soon because, people a few years older than him are the reason why cassette tapes are going up in sales and Walkmans are flying off the shelf. People are selling Bluetooth Walkmans now.
That just can't be true.
It's absolutely true. And let me tell you why they went away, Mark, as a sound engineer and audio professional.
Go on.
Because they're shit.
Yeah.
The audio quality is not very good.
Okay.
There's hiss and noise behind everything that you're listening to.
But people like hiss now.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, vinyl at least was high quality audio, okay? Mm-hmm. There's a reason why vinyl hung around all this time and should be revered and should stay there as a audiophile hobby type thing.
Absolutely.
Cassette tapes, no reason whatsoever.
No.
Just, you know what I mean?
Shit.
Just shit. Like, if you're going to
Tangled up.
If you're going to bring something back, bring back CDs if you want audio quality.
Yeah.
But they need to rest another 20 years before they're going to be hip again. That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Yeah.
All right, let's play a tune. This is another one out recently from Methame. We still haven't figured out how to say the name. Methame. Anyway, the bloody sexy. This is great. Let's kiss, Mark. Oh, what's the name of the track? Skywalking. That's what the name is.
Remove your dress.
I'm Morgan Freeman. I'm currently on my holidays in Germany. I love this country, not only to get off my face in wild techno parties in Berlin, but also because in this language it's so much easier to say good morning. Guten Morgen, Freeman.
Have you got any refreshments down there?
Yeah, well, we've
Mark?
got beer and we've got Negroni. What do you want?
Is there something refreshing?
Well, Negroni you fucking love, so get yourself a Negroni over there.
You start this next link.
Right, so Matt,
Yes, mate.
this is more of like a sort of a sit around the pub, lads sat around the pub,
Okay.
round the table, asking silly questions to each other when you're half cut, which we are.
Yep.
And it's one of those
Getting
ones
there.
where you ask. You and I are both fans of the old Ricky Gervais podcasts.
Loved it. One
Yeah.
of the originals. Yeah.
So they often used to ask silly questions like, would you rather have swords for hands or
Yes.
plates for feet?
Brilliant, yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
So I found a little website with some similar questions, and I thought
is this a game?
Well, it's not really a game. It's just more ones. I thought I'd run a few by you and see.
No,
what
I
your
want a
answers
game. I'm
would
looking
be.
forward to a game.
Well, let's just see. Let's just call it a game then. There you go. It's a game.
It's a game.
It's called Would You Rather.
Yay.
There we go.
Shoot.
Shoot. Would you rather have finger-sized nipples or nipple-sized fingers?
Nipple-sized fingers.
Would you rather
That would be ridiculous.
Yeah.
Nipple-sized.
Exactly.
Finger-sized nipples.
I've seen them. Would you rather be constantly itchy or constantly sticky?
Constantly sticky.
Okay. Would you rather
Covered in goo.
Would you rather have no penis or 5 penises?
To be honest, I'm 41. I've had a kid. Just go with the no penis.
No penis it is. Simpler. Would you rather listen to the loud sound of the song Baby Shark for the rest of your life
God.
or die?
Well, death is quite final.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take the baby shark.
Baby
I
shark.
mean, that is my life anyway.
Exactly. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's quite relevant at the moment.
Good.
And to finish, would you rather fart every time you orgasm or orgasm every time you fart?
Fart every time you orgasm.
Done.
I believe. Because that probably is what happens now anyway.
My name's Trent from the stock market. I'm having the time of my fucking life. Boris Johnson's Prime Minister, Brexit is here, and I'm currently sniffing cocaine off my secretary's arse.
Matt,
Yeah, mate.
a few months ago,
Go on. You're doing well.
I went to a place called Guy's Hospital to get a scan done.
Okay.
On
I remember this.
yeah.
What region was the scan in?
What region was the scan on?
Yeah, of your body.
The scan was on the twins. Mm-hmm. Okay.
The testicles.
Many men go and get scans on the twins
For all sorts of reasons.
I've
had one.
It was
example.
it was a checkup.
Sure.
It was a checkup. Responsible man.
Yes.
So I'd never had one of these done before, so
Yeah.
I didn't know what to expect.
Now, I advised you on the way in,
Yes,
didn't
you
I?
advised me on the way in.
Okay.
And you told me,
Yeah.
I remember you telling me
Yeah.
that when you go in there, it is sort of like, I don't want to say like your mum doing it.
Well,
but
shall I say before you tell me your story? Because
Go
I've
on.
not heard this
Yeah,
yet.
go on.
But I felt like, because it was an elderly lady about my mum's age who did it. And I was very young when I had this done, about
Yeah.
25 or something. And the problem is that to do this scan, they have to run I forget the name of the scanner, but it's skin. It's on your skin. It's contact.
I don't want to say CGI. That's from movies.
Yes, that's from Hollywood films. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they have to apply KY jelly.
Yes, they do.
To the region.
Yes, they do.
And then they move in a very slow and circular
yeah.
movement
Yeah.
around the testicular area.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Yes.
what it is, if anyone else was doing it, it wasn't so medical, it would be extremely arousing.
100%.
Right. Luckily for me, it wasn't. I think because it was medical enough.
Yes.
Yeah, that
exactly.
it wasn't arousing. So I
100%.
got through it unscathed.
Yeah. Exactly. Well,
Please tell me what happened with you.
I will lead on from that point. in that I can 100% agree that this was not arousing.
Right.
I went
But
into
it should be, though.
Should it?
Yeah, the feeling of
the
that.
feeling should be arousing. Yes. 100%.
In any other situation other than that.
Any other?
That
well,
would be
not any.
No.
well,
what other situations are you going to have KY jelly?
Not like your pet Labrador. Just
but I mean, there is only one other. Yeah. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
That situation.
Yeah, exactly.
If you can imagine any other situation with someone rubbing lube on your balls,
yes.
that is the other situation.
Right. So anyway, I waiting outside in a corridor, with one other man. We're both waiting there for the same reason, just not even looking each other in the eye. Because
didn't glance at each other.
Men don't do that. We're just like, we know why we're here.
Yeah.
Anyway, went into the room. Go into the room. There's one man stood in the corner of the room at a computer typing. He looks back at me, smiles nicely.
He knows what's coming.
And then a nice lady who sat at a computer desk next to a bed and says, please lay down on the desk. I laid down. She then provided me with a piece of what I best can describe as a piece of kitchen towel.
Yes. Blue, probably.
Yep. Asked me to remove my trousers just down to my knees, so it's even more sort of, humiliating.
No need to take your trousers off, sir.
Yeah, exactly.
Can you pop those back on, please?
Please, yeah.
Mr. Bedford.
Why have you taken all your clothes off?
Yeah.
That's really weird. Yeah. So I've lowered them down to my knees.
Why have you brought me flowers?
Yeah. Please stop playing Barry White. Anyway, she then said, cover your,
genitals.
Well, no, not the genitals.
Right.
Cover the other bit.
What other bit?
So you're covering. You're covering the shaft.
That is your genitals.
No.
Yeah.
The genitals are the testicles.
No, your genitals is the whole
for
package,
fuck's sake.
mate.
Oh, no wonder I failed at science. Anyway, I had the twin. She basically asked me to have the twins poking out the bottom.
Right.
Okay. So
Full
she
view.
then proceeded to do exactly what you said,
twins.
which was liberally slather KY jelly.
Extremely slippy stuff.
I'm looking up at the ceiling, looking at one spot, just wanting it to be over. She then proceeds in sort of slowly sort of gliding this smooth object, which seemed like, I mean, it felt like 3 hours she was doing it. It felt like 3 hours.
Yeah.
I was thinking of everything I could, to get it over with.
Yeah. What to come?
I was trying my best not to do that. Anyway, by the end of it, the conclusion was, we're all good. Bedders is fine.
Yes.
We're all good. She then handed me an extra piece of blue kitchen towel or whatever they have in the hospital.
Yeah.
You're all good to go. There you go.
Wipe yourself down.
I kind of just rushed and just hurriedly brought my trousers up and just left. Got into the lift, and as soon as I stood in the lift, I immediately felt a wet patch.
So you had ejaculated. You absolute animal.
No, I hadn't cleaned the KY jelly off effectively.
Oh, I see.
And it had seeped through my underwear, through my trousers. The worst point was, I looked down, noted that it had happened, and I looked, and then there was a young female doctor in the corner of the elevator who looked at me and smirked.
Yes.
Needless to say, I left the hospital holding a bag in front of my crotch. Let's play a track.
Okay, what a whirlwind. What a roller coaster ride that was. I hope you all enjoyed that story as much as I did, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, let's play a tune. I'm going to play another one from the set I played at Moin Moin. This one is by Alex Lure. Am I saying that right?
Alex Lure, let me have a look.
What's the name of it, mate?
The name of the track, hold on. Sing whilst I'm looking up the name of the track.
This tune, while Mark's looking it up.
It's called Jocelyn.
We saw Human Element play at Chrysalid.
Yeah, Martin, yeah.
And he played some absolute bangers. And Mark, God bless him, asked him, can we have your set list, please? Because there were some monsters in there.
Very rare that I go up to a DJ and say, can I have
But it's
all
Martin,
of your
he's a sweetie, isn't he? And he's,
Martin, Human Element, is one of the nicest guys in the world.
And he gave Mark a screenshot, which Mark forwarded to me of his set list, and we picked out a couple of absolute bangers from
this
that.
track is just bonkers.
This is one of them. I just played it a couple of days ago, and it blew the tits
It
off the
very
place.
It very well may make a wet patch form in your trousers.
Yes. If your name is Mark Bedford. What's the name of it again, mate?
Jocelyn.
Ooh, Alex Lure.
Wet patch.
My name's Kimchi. I'm a panda. I mostly just sit around eating shoots and leaves all day. We're an endangered species, probably because we can't be bothered having sex. Instead, I listen to Allaby Bedders in bits. Out of all the podcasts I listen to, it's probably the best one.
Right, that's the end of the pod.
I said that
That's
really
it.
serious.
I'm being really serious today and really affirmative.
You are. It's quite sexy.
It's been fun. Are you going to do your plugs? Get your plugs out.
Get your plugs up. Well, just follow us, really. On
You've
whatever
forgotten
it
how
is.
to do it. It's
No,
been so long.
to be honest, Mark, it's not I've forgotten. I just can't be bothered.
Can't be bothered.
It's just like, you know
just
how to
follow
find
us,
us.
just find us on SoundCloud,
In bits.
iTunes.
But more importantly, if you like this podcast, share it with friends, because the more listeners we get, the more we can do in the future.
Yeah.
Anyway,
listen, we love you
Ooh.
all. I'm glad we
hope-
came back.
yeah.
We hope you enjoyed it.
we hope you enjoyed your summer as well.
Yeah.
And we'll try and do another one very soon. In the next month or two, we'll get another one out. Maybe not next month.
Yeah.
So I've got a couple of gigs. And also, we'd like to tell the kids out there that we're not idling away our hours while we're not recording podcasts.
No.
We've made a couple of tunes.
We've been making music.
And we made a couple of big ones, so they'll be out soon as well. And we'll let you know. Please, that's another reason to follow Allaby Bedders.
Yeah.
And we'll let you know when that's coming out. 'Cause
Two big fuckers.
two big old bangers. So we hope we'll be able to play one of those on the next podcast.
Exactly. Let's play a track.
You played me a bit of this before. It does sound actually pretty bloody good.
It's techie.
I'm going to
it's
check
just
these guys
tough.
out afterwards.
They're so good.
Because
It's,
the
it's a
scene is lacking this kind of
it's a lady and a
sound.
man duo. Fucking cool.
Lady and a man.
Yeah, lady and a man.
Great. What's it called again, Mark?
It's called Sacrifice
By
Triforce
Triforce.
on Xenon.
Have a great month. We'll see you in bits. Age Negroni, official drink of the In Bits podcast.
Always goes down well, like a German businessman seaman.
Speaking from experience there, Mark.